Namaste everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to Godly Good Guidance. Today we are celebrating the birthday of all the Aquarians. So, happy birthday, Aquarians. And for those of you who want to know who are Aquarius as per the sun sign, then from January 20th to February 18th are Aquarius. So, happy birthday once again. May you have a beautiful life ahead. May God be with you. So I have kept amethyst for you guys for this reading. I hope you like it. It's a very light colored purple amethyst in somewhat of a heart shape. I'll keep it right here. And what we are going to do today is get a lot of guidance, a lot of messages, a lot of answers, and month by month prediction for you guys, starting from your birthday, whenever it is. I have already set my intention and done the prayers. For those of you who like to see the shuffling part, this is that part for you. And for those of you who want to skip directly to the reading, the timestamps will be provided. Let's begin. Alright, so I have all the cards here. I'm gonna lay them up and get back to you in a... Alright, so I have laid out all the cards that we have pulled out, and I would like to mention it again that this reading is for people born in the Aquarius season, that is from January 20th to February 18th. You can still watch this reading if you have Aquarius in your chart at any position, or if you relate with Aquarius for some reason. And of course, cross watchers are most welcome too. Also know these are collective, timeless, and no gender specific readings. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's begin your month by month prediction for your upcoming year, starting from your birthday. But before that, I would like to start with the prayer associated associated with the first card that has come out for you from the Makali deck. And we have Dhumavati, number 22. I'll just keep it here and read the prayer from the guidebook directly. Ma Dhumavati, I honor your powerful presence and secret blessings that lead to spiritual liberation. I gratefully receive your powers of protection, warding off negativity and defending me from enemies known and unknown, within and without. You acknowledge my suffering and the suffering of all beings so that healing and awakening can truly occur. You show us when and how to lean into the mysterious workings of the universe. You gift me freedom and entry into new worlds. The prayers of our Dark Mother's gracious mind rise upon your smoky essence. May blessings and healing manifest for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Beautiful. Wow. So, Dhumavati literally means the one who is made of smoke. If you can see the image, you will understand it better. And where there is smoke, there is fire. The goddess has come to you to tell you that this period that you're going through or have been going through has been very tough. The reason could be any, probably extreme health related problems, money related problems, relationship related problems. It could be anything, or personal, spiritual blockages or something, whatever that is really giving you a lot of stress in your life. That is just the kind of a position where you don't know what to do and if there's any way that anything better can happen. And even though she looks a little bit scary, for the lack of better words, this mother is actually the one who is feeling your pain from her heart, and she's the one who is telling you that she is there with you in support. She's going to lead you out of this misery, and that's the reason she has shown her presence in this reading for you. If you've been one of those who have been kind of outcasted or like left alone, or who have felt like you are always the one who's not considered as part of a group, then also Dhumavati Ma is telling you that she's coming in support of you, that you're not alone. She's there with you. She's literally going to eat away your miseries, and you're going to feel really, really free once those miseries have been eaten away. She may also be guiding you to end certain things that are no longer serving you. Something that you've just been holding on to for a really long time, and it's almost like taking your energy, taking a toll on you, on your life. Dhumavati Ma is here to guide you that this is a time to release that. You might be going through a period of disappointment, defeat, or loss, basically suffering. But Dhumavati Ma is telling you that these things will not limit your future happiness. They are a means for opening as yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Trust her and see that everything will work out for the best. Learn from the suffering, because that's one of the main reasons that it has come to you. Learn compassion, kindness, and much, much more. It's for your soul's growth. Also, it is important that you acknowledge this suffering, because once you do that, that's where the healing would begin. If you keep dodging it away, that, oh, everything is fine, it's all good, this is normal. No, you're asked to head on face this pain, to process this pain, and then you will see the difference. And all the courage that is required to do all this, to go through this process, would be provided to you from Dhumavati Ma. And for your own growth, you need to leave behind certain things, situations, people, or mindset, so you can move towards your goals, your life purposes with much more ease. So that's what Goddess Dhumavati Ma is telling to you, Aquarians. Wow, I'm already feeling it. All right, so how do we begin? Okay, let's take one more guidance from the animal spirit. You have the canary spirit, which says sing your own song, number 12, and it's such a pretty little birdie. And let's see what message the bird has come to give you. You're being asked to not follow anybody, because it seems like you have it in you to be the leader, to be in that position where you can come out with something new, something of your own, and something which would actually be really, really nice, pleasing, soothing, You're asked to be true to yourself, to be your authentic self, and then present yourself to the world outside. And you would see that doing so is actually helping you in leaps and bounds. Now, whatever be your situation, be it a relationship or a profession, you're being asked to be authentic and show your side, show your ideas, show what you're made of. And when you do that, you would be much appreciated, rather even be given a position higher up in if it is about work. And if it is a relationship, then maybe things could move even further, because maybe what you were hiding about yourself is what actually be the key factor for you to connect with the right person. So yes, be yourself is another guidance and message coming for you. Beautiful. All right. I feel like starting with the tarot for now, and wherever I feel like pulling out more guidance, we will do so. So let's begin with month 1. Now, whatever you want the month 1 to be, the day 1 of your birthday, the day 1 of the Aquarius season, day 1 of the year, whatever. So let's just begin. Month 1. You have the Knight of Wands. Seems like something you have been working on for a bit. There would be something that you would see in reciprocation, or you would see some sort of a result of it in this month. Let's say if you've been applying in for jobs, there is a possibility that you may get some positive news in return, or you might find contact, a reference of a person to get into the kind of job you've been looking for. So that is also a possibility. So likewise, the other aspects of your life. Travel is kind of highlighted in this month for you, and you're asked to kind of hold on tight, because everything is slowly going to pan out. This is what it is kind of telling me. So just keep going the way you're going, with maybe not much flamboyancy or like a show of what you're doing. Just keep your head down and keep going, and things seem to be moving in the right direction. Keep an eye out on something important that is coming your way, because some news, some person, something, because that might be somewhere related to what you have been kind of working on or thinking on. So even if it is some new idea, there could be some link that may connect you to the right people or place. So yes, I would say that's a positive thing. The only message that you are being asked to be mindful of is do not be pompous about certain things, and again, be authentic than trying to be somebody else, something else, because that would not really serve you more deeply. What would serve you deeply is if you show your true self, what you're made of. Alright, let's move on to month 2. We have the World. Again, travel is highlighted, so there are great chances that a lot of you might be traveling for work or for holiday around the beginning of this year, or the month 1 continuing to month 2, somewhere around that time. And again, it is highlighting opportunities, happiness, and all-round fulfillment. You learn a great deal of new things and experience what an holistic life is. This might also be highlighting that some of you might be bending towards some sort of spirituality, religion, connecting to the divine and things like that. And that's really beautiful too. And if not, you're asked to get into something like meditation, yoga, and things like that, because that would definitely benefit you. All right, moving on to month 3, we have 7 of Swords. Like it was being highlighted in the beginning, that there is a possibility that there might be some turmoils that have been going on, or are going on, or may happen in this month, which may really bring you down or bring you to a very low point in your life. So now that you've been told that something like this might happen, or you are just asked to prepare yourself, some things you have to face whether you know them or not. So just knowing them prior can just help you to prepare yourself, so that when it actually happens, then there's not as much damage done as it would have been otherwise had it been completely unknown to you. So take it it as a blessing that you're being told. It may not be something really big also for many of you, but it's something that you have to deal with, and you'll have to, it's part of your deal before you were born, that you are going to go through this little suffering. For some of you, it may be a major one, but yes, definitely something. But since you have come to this reading, and that is where the Mavatima, like we said, the gods, whomsoever you believe in, it's kind of telling that you would be supported, so that it's not as painful as it could have been. So just know that, acknowledge that time and face it head on, and it should be okay. Again, keep your head down and focus on your own work. That is also being highlighted, because if you don't do that, then there are chances that you can hurt yourself just by getting distracted here and there. Moving on to the next month, month 4, we have 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful. It's all connecting so far, that yes, keep your head down, keep working on your goals, on your ideas, save your own little self. By little, I'm not trying to say you are little, but you know, when you compare yourself with the entire universe, of course, we all are little. So you're being asked to save your own little life for now, rather than looking here and there, because right now you need to build yourself up first. And in the process, if you look here and there and not focus on what is yours, things can go a little haywire. Many of you might already be aware of that, and you would know that in the 4th month you might actually be completely devoted to your work, or if you're a student, then your studies, your relationship. Since it is a general reading, whatever is your focus, you would be giving it, nurturing it with all the attention and love that you can. The reading has just begun, but for some reason I am feeling that your Manipur solar plexus chakra is kind of highlighted here. Maybe you're asked to hold on, hold tight with whatever you're doing, and sooner or later it is going to pay off. So let's see which chakra has been highlighted here. Oh my god, look at this. Solar plexus. Wow, this is so beautiful. This card I had kept to check the chakras for you guys that you need to work on, or that gets highlighted. And wow, when this happens, this feels so great. So yes, I was just talking about solar plexus, and that is highlighted here, and I've already spoken about it. So you are asked to hold on to that inner strength and not doubt yourself. Keep the courage on, because Goddess is there to provide you with that kind of a courage to keep moving ahead with your authentic self. If you are feeling any sort of low energy, then also it would be advisable that you work on it, because yes, maybe low energy might be the thing that is happening for you, but that is not the place we want to be in. So you have the support of the Goddess. So just tighten your seatbelt and collect yourself and bring yourself out of that low energy, so that you can actually achieve what you so desire to achieve. Let's move on to month 5. We have 5 of Swords. Again, you might feel very lost and almost like you have given up what you had hopes and desires in. You might just be like, okay, this is not working and this is not going to happen. This is it, and I should just move away, and that's it. I have lost it. I have lost the battle kind of a situation. I'm going back to the first card again and again, because that was again highlighted there, that there are chances that certain situations like that might happen for some of you. And what this card is again highlighting is that you probably are just seeing that you have lost something. You're not seeing that you still have some hope. So collect yourself with what is remaining, with what you still have, because you are being told that there's still a lot that is remaining. The sky is the limit for you, and don't get into that unnecessary mourning period, because that is not required. Yes, learning and facing that situation, learning from the mistakes is definitely plus, but just endlessly unnecessarily mourning is not required at this point of time. So learn and move on, because there's still loads of things that are remaining for you to be done and to be achieved. Moving on to the next month, we have 5 of Cups, another 5, which is highlighting something similar, that you may not be able to come out of that mourning. Rather, you would keep dwelling that, oh, everything is gone, everything is lost, my person has left me, there is nobody for me, there's nothing remaining in this life for me. And again, you're being told that sky is the limit for you. By wasting time, you're just losing on the resources that you had. If you had, let's say, in this month, let's say out of 10, you had only lost 3 of them. By not working and standing up for yourself, by the next month you may have just be having 3 remaining out of 10. So that kind of damage you can do. And the reason you're here is the reason that God wants to help you. And by highlighting this, they are not scaring you, they are just warning you. They are just kind of giving you like a, what is it called, wake up call, that wake up. Because if you don't, then you're just taking yourself in that deep hole of sorrows where it would be tough to come out from. And you don't need to, because there's so much potential for you, so much opportunities for you even now. And maybe if it is about that person that was also mentioned there, it's a good thing that that thing has been disconnected. Of course, this is not the scenario for all, for some of you, but it's good because that was not serving you anymore. And that was some sort of a karma you had to face. And it's gone, it's good for you. So just rise up and not dwell on it anymore, okay? Let's move on to the next month, which is month number 7, I believe. Yes, 1, 2, 3, yes, 7. Wow, you have 6 of Cups. Feels good. I mean, I'm feeling good because there was a bit of mixed package out here, but this is clear cut happy card for you. There's a possibility of connecting with your family, there's a possibility of buying a new home, there's a possibility of meeting a soulmate, a twin flame, somebody from your past life who would bring out happy memories, possibilities of college, school reunions or family reunions. It's going to be like a happy feeling and almost like much awaited for those who have been in all sorts of sorrows, and that would actually be so beneficial for you at this time. It would almost be like God sent blessing for you, and you're asked not to ignore that sort of an opportunity if you're invited to some place like that around that time, because that would actually help you blossom again from those barren places that you have probably gone to in the past. Another thing could be that you might actually take the guidance from here and work towards this happy place yourself, and that's again well done to you guys. Okay, let's directly jump on to the next month, which is the 8th month, and you have 7 of Wands. Okay, now in the next month there are chances that you probably show to the world your true self, your authentic self, work towards your ideas, your goals, your desires, and actually get success. And when you receive that success, there are chances that you might have some competitors, you might have some haters, you might have some people who would want to pull you down from your position. So in that scenario, you are being told to protect yourself from such people, even if it is in form of negativity and toxicity through mind and emotions. Just protect yourself, ground yourself. It was highlighted earlier also, and ignore those sorts of situations and people and places who are trying to bring you down unnecessarily, because you are in the right position here. You have reached here through the right ways, through the right means. The reason why you reached here was because you listened to your true self, and when you connected from that inner gut of yourself, what you did was really profound, and that made you rise. You were asked to continue what you're doing and not get bogged down by these people who might try to bring you down, and they could be in any sort of face or form. So just know how you have achieved what you have achieved and what struggle you had to go through to achieve that, and that would give you like a way to hold on to that and not get affected by anything external. Yes, some of them might hurt you, but just let it go. I mean, for some of you it could be somebody really close, like your family, your spouse, your closest of friends, who might try to say or do something even unintentionally, but you know how you have reached here and with what all sacrifices and suffering. So from that knowingness, you can respectfully refrain from listening to them and getting affected by what they are saying, because there is a possibility that those people are saying from their little knowledge or from the care. Like, let's say that it's just an example that you plan to join army, and because you strongly feel for this thing, and new ones are like, oh, this is very dangerous and you shouldn't be doing it, and rather you should pick up some office job and just be safe and be with us and stuff like that. So but once you have set your mind that no, this is what I truly believe in, protecting my nation, and my skills would be used in the best way here, and I would feel much more happier when I'm able to do what this kind of a profession would help me with, then you should stick to that. This is what the guidance here is for you, and that might happen in month 8. So yes, protect yourself from the toxicity. And again, another way is to meditate, that was highlighted earlier also. Let's move on to the next month 9, 7 of Cups, and that's another 7 for you. Oh, that's a third 7 for you. You have 5, 6, 7. This reminds me of a song back in the days. It was 5, 6, 7, 8. Da, da, na, 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 na. I don't know. I think it was by Venga Boys, and I have no idea why I remember that song. Maybe you guys just should go and check out the lyrics or the video of that song, and there might be something in that song for you, some message, something, or maybe just entertainment. Just go out and hear it out. All right, so 7 of Cups. In this month, there is a possibility that there would be a lot of options presented in front of you that might confuse you, that might distract you, that might cloud your senses. Because some of the things in front of you, choices in front of you, might be too good to be true. And you're being told that yes, some of them actually are too good to be true, because they are not true. So be very mindful during this time when you're presented with options, because some of them are not for your higher good. I mean, let's say I'm not asking you to choose for opportunity that is giving you less than the other just because the other is giving you everything that you have been wanting, but I'm not saying to choose like that. I'm just asking you to be mindful and test the waters before actually making any final decision, because even the one just giving you all that you've been asking for might actually be the right one, the best one for you. But maybe sometimes we doubt things like that and then offer something more practical and more real. So you're just being asked to be very careful while making up certain choices around this time, because your judgment might be clouded for some reason. So maybe give it some time. Don't make the decision right away. If you have to reply to somebody, ask for a week's time. If it is like a relationship, then wait for 6 to 7 months more and then make up your mind, because that would give you some time to think and analyze and spend more time with that person, or with inquire more about that organization and things like that. So that's the month for you. The next one we have is 5 of Swords. Another 5 we have, and another 5 of Swords we have. It was already highlighted in the beginning itself that such scenarios might happen for you in this year, but you cannot avoid the suffering, but you need not worry, because you do have the help of the divine, of the universe. And again, it is kind of highlighting that yes, that time might be really painful and taking the best out of you, but you have to stand up and find the better side of that situation for you to progress in life. It might be really painful for some of you, to be honest. Please take how it resonates. Don't start imagining and then actually manifest it. But for some of you, it might actually be very, very painful. Not denying that, but just hang in there and have faith in God, have faith in yourself, and don't let any toxicity to unnecessarily bring you down. Coming to the next month, 7 of Wands. Again, we have 7 of Wands, a repeated card. Wow. I had taken 2 different tarot decks, and this is what is happening. We have 7 of Wands giving that same message I was explaining here and in many other places, and frustration is highlighted. Some of you would be able to overcome that frustration and come on top of the situation that you are in. Some of you actually would take the advice and guidance from this reading and hang in there and work on it and face the situation and deal with it and be in your power. Almost like here it was guiding you to be that, and here is showing that you would actually follow the guidance and be in that better situation. Though you can't avoid that frustrating time, but you would be in a much more equipped position. So that's again really, really nice. Not nice, but nice. Wow. Finally, end of the year, we have, oh my god, 3 of Swords. I feel bad, but I'm not surprised again, because it was kind of just told to us in the beginning also that this is not going to be a very, very happy-go-lucky time. It's going to be a very trying time for you. Possibilities of extreme heartbreak, unhappiness, shattered heart, no hope remaining kind of a situation might be there for you around this time. I'm so sorry, guys. Just hang in there. You would almost feel that people are watching you from far, getting drowned, but nobody's coming to help you. But if you see properly, can you see these threads that are kind of holding your heart? It's kind of saying that even though you would feel, and actually there would be less of support and stuff like that from the outside, but there would be some sort of support from the divine that would help you hold your heart together, and that would keep pushing that love back into you. And you yourself would need to do that. You would need to work for it, for you to come out of that situation, that heartbreak, which could be of any form. For some of you, it could also be a third-party situation. For some of you, it could be that you worked a lot on some office goal, and end of the day, somebody else was given that promotion. So almost like a really, really lost hope kind of a situation because of circumstances that happen in your physical world. Just hang in there, because we've been already told that help would be provided, and this you had to go through to face your karmas, to fulfill your soul's mission. And if it gives you any peace, to some extent, this was chosen by you before you were born to experience this for your soul's higher growth. So just from that place, hang in there and hold on, all right? So this is the overall month by month reading for you for the upcoming year, and we've already taken some guidance. We're going to take some more, starting from the Moonology manifestation. We have the first quarter moon in Taurus, and it says release control. Again, you've got that message earlier also, to connect with the divine, get into meditation, get into that grounding yourself period, because that would really, really help you in this situation. You were guided to release certain situations and people in the beginning itself, and that's what the message is here again. To release control, to release something that is not serving you. And maybe if you do that, that's the reason. Yes, pain would happen, sufferings would happen, you would go through a mourning period, but once that release happens, you would be in a much better position than what you're in now. Because living in that ignorance and avoiding those situations is not really going to help you. What's going to help you is facing and releasing, facing the fears, facing the problem, and releasing what is not serving you. That is very much highlighted here. All right, let's take some messages from the Angel Answers Oracle, and that would also be like a guidance. We have remain positive. Oh wow, that's so beautiful to receive at this point of time of the reading. And yes, being positive is always a good thing, always a requirement, always a right thing to do, because sometimes in situations where you feel you have lost, where there's no hope, where there are people who are just troubling you in some way or the other, and where you don't know what choices to make, whom to believe in, whom to trust in, how to protect yourself, how to heal yourself. Remaining positive and believing that everything had a higher cause and a reason. And eventually, when you deal it with the right attitude, with the right actions, you will be presented with all that goodness that you would love, enjoy deep within your heart, soul, and mind. So remain positive, guys, because that would be really, really required for you if this is your energy and your situation that I have picked up today. Now we have a timeline and a yes or no card for each of them. So if you have any timeline that you are looking for anything on your mind, then we'll try to find that. And if you have any yes or no kind of a question about anything, then also we will have a quick answer to that. Now let's see. First one, there's something better. The message for you is there's a better life for you ahead. This is not it. This is not the end. And though right now is not that time, but there would be one in the future. So hang in there and believe that whatever is happening is for some higher reason. I just noticed that both these angels in the card are holding bouquet of flowers. If you can see, this one here and this one here. And that's quite encouraging and uplifting, I would say, that it's not that you are not gonna be in this situation forever. You would be presented with better rewards, better gifts than what you are hoping for. Maybe you're asking too little. For some of you, yes, that's also a possibility. So let's move on to the last one. We have take action. Take action. The guidance for you here is that if you come across any opportunity, then take action. Just don't sit around and be in your sorrows and in the denial that nothing is wrong, or even waste too much time in making certain choices. Taking time is not wrong, but not utilizing that time that you have to decide is not ideal. So just take action regarding all those things. I'm sorry, I lost the link for some reason. So what I'm saying is just don't be sitting, take action. Even if time is required in making the choices, the period in between is not to just sit around and do nothing. You need to work towards your final destination. So that's that. Now I'm gonna pull out some handwritten messages for you from this box. Okay, this should be enough. So we have Cancer season, or somebody born in under the sign Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, whatever might be significant. Keep it here. Abundance is highlighted, and that was kind of what I felt here, that there would be something like that for you. Somebody who feels physically attracted towards you is sending a message that they really want to have a good time in bed with you. And a wild one. Autumn season is highlighting here. That would be March, April, May in one hemisphere, and in the other it's I think September, October, November. So see which part of that world you're in. Makeup sex is highlighted here. So if you had any argument that this might help. Scorpio is highlighted here. We have when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Beautiful. Yes, and that would kind of help you in avoiding any sort of betrayals and heartbreaks in the future. Look for a sign. Signs will be provided to you. Look for them. We have another message. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong, by Mahatma Gandhi. Beautiful. I need to make some better chits. Stop leaving and you will arrive. Stop searching and you will see. Stop running away and you will be found, by Lao Tzu. Beautiful. It was kind of highlighted again throughout the reading that you need to face your problems head on than running away from them or not acknowledging them. This is a time frame that has come for you. Within the next few months, something may happen. Set your own goals. Yes, very important. Sun sign Pisces is highlighted. You have a lot of signs here. Be mindful. Yes, that was also a message somewhere. Somebody saying they love you a lot. Guys, some of you have somebody who has a lot of love and emotion and passion for you. Communicate clearly. Yes, that would be nice. Plan ahead. Has the planning card not come already somewhere? I don't know. Set your own goals. Plan ahead. Yes. Third eye, Agnya Chakra, is highlighted here. That is related to wisdom, intelligence, and stuff like that. And even meditation and things like that was also highlighted here. Keep that here. In the near future, something is going to happen, and we have balls. I think somebody really likes your eyeballs. This is the message that is coming from me. I'm gonna take some alphabets and numbers from this bag. Just a few. We have 59. Oh no, 57. We have alphabet V, 1900 or 1900s. Maybe you are from the 1900s, like 1950 born, 1984 born, 19 something born, or somebody. Oh, maybe 57 is your age for some of you. 74, you could be 1974 born. We have alphabet G, you might be 40 years old. U, A, and E. So these are the numbers that have come for you. And the word vague is being formed here, and I don't want to ignore it. V-A-G-U-E. So maybe you need to be more solid and set your own, like it is being highlighted, set your own goals and plan ahead, and not be just vague about doing things that, oh, I will wing it as it comes. So that's a very clear message right here, because this is a very unique word. So you need to have your set goals and plan ahead and not be vague about things, and that would definitely help you. And finally, I'll bring in the Boggle Box, which I use it like a fortune ball, wherein I'm gonna try to make sense of some words here, whether they are being formed or not, and try to see what extra message I can bring it for you. This is going to make some sounds, so you could mute or lower down your volume now. Let's begin. Word sex is highlighted here, so there's a possibility of a lot of physical intimacy this year, or this is something you are craving for, but you're being asked to be a little mindful regarding that and not just go about with anybody and everybody, because sometimes when you are in certain kinds of stress, you look for that extra dopamine through this, but don't go on that route. Rather be okay with your situation and don't force this, because there are chances that you may end up having a child. I mean, if that is what you want, then yes, that's a good message for you, that there is a possibility of pregnancy. But if that is not what you want, then you need to be careful. Again, don't be in the ifs and buts and be vague about things. Plan it. Some of you might be facing or would face a certain kind of cough in the ear, and you should not delay in getting it checked. Keep yourself warm and cozy. What I mean is, it's highlighting that you need to do some sort of a self-love during this challenging time, and have faith in God and yourself, your authentic self. That's what I have for you, Aquarians. It's a little bit of a rough reading, so for those of you who have completely resonated with it, then I would highly suggest that take the guidances and messages also that have come along the way, because there's a reason why you have reached here, especially if you have reached here coincidentally. Hold on tight, remain positive, and God shall help. Namaste, and have a happy birthday and a beautiful life ahead.